Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Ellen Campbell with Campbell's Creation. Welcome in today. Well, today I want to start off by sharing with you this wonderful box that goes to the second senior throttle machine that I have. And I am so excited, y'all. Ooh, wait. Mm, I'm losing the part. This is a quilting guide foot that just hopped out the box. Y'all know you attach this to your senior frame right here using this piece here. And when it fits on, you slide it back and you attach this to the okay, this came off the little screw here, but it attaches. It attaches to the side of the machine. Screw the screw on or in. And this long part on it, if I can get this to go back on. My goodness. Well, this long part on this side do the pressing in your quilt. It goes on like this. And this side press marking your quilt or your fabric, putting a crease in it so you'll know where to start the other seam allowance. Hello, June Hanson. She said, hi, Miss Ellen and everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. I just want to share this little toolbox with y'all, and the screw come off of this one, little bolt here, and it has a antique kind of screw, and I just want to get it back on there. See that little screw and then turn it that way? That would have been kind of hard to find, but I have some wonderful items in this box. I have a tool where I can work on the machine, adjust the foot pedal and the belt, change the belt on it. But this is what got me so excited, y'all. In this box comes all counter attachment. Right here, I have the ruffler that make ruffles, and it's so many things. The pleat maker. This looks like some kind of piece you can make pleats or something with too. And just a bunch of little attachments. Look like a little quilting foot or darning foot with the hole in it. Can you see that? I'm going to get it close as I can get to the camera. And it's just, I'm excited. And then I have a row here of all kind of hemming foot. And I have used these before in the past when I was doing sewing for my mother and stuff. And I have used them in the past when I did sewing for myself as well. And I was making household items like bedspreads and curtains. And I used these items to make the set, to make it beautiful. I did a bed in the bag set, and I sold them for like maybe $25 because then I wasn't really doing a lot of quilting of the bedspreads. I was making just a plain bedspread with the top fabric and a bottom lining. And some people will be like, well, can you add ruffles to it? I did the ruffles. And I love doing ruffles. They are so simple and so easy with these kind of feet. And up here, I have some more attachment. I have the seam guideline attachment. And some of them I have to really figure out what they is. I haven't used these before. But it come in this cute little box, and the box folds up. Let me put the tool back in here. This box folds up. It made different. Okay, come on now. You get your fold back up. And it comes together like that. And can you see the ducktails in it here? that let you know it's an old, this box came with the machine. So somebody took very good care of it. I'm happy they did. Set that out the way. And let me see. Hi, is that Judy? Hi, Miss Judy Smith. She said, hi, Miss Ellen. And live, everyone. Oh, excuse me. Miss June. Okay. I'm trying to finish this beautiful purple and white with a little gray in it, butterfly quilt. And I have to finish this row and I have a couple more to go in here. I don't know will I get them all done before this live over with, but I think it's time to finish this up. Get it whipped on up out the way. I'm using a pink kind of minky back and on the back. And let me tell y'all, domestic sewing quilting on a quilt with a minky backing is not easy. It's not easy at all, but I love to do what I'm doing, so I'm doing it anyway because I'm making this for a baby as a gift for the baby. And the mother is named Amber, and she has a channel called Positively Obnoxious. And if y'all interested in meeting her, go ahead and watch that channel, meet her. She recently came into a camper and she renovating the camper, and I'm excited for her. It's like her whole life is changing right before her eyes. And it's awesome. A wonderful, great, awesome channel. So I'm gonna go on get on my gloves so I have better strength in my hand to hold everything with. And I do have some more gloves, y'all, but it's hard for me to part with these. I don't know what it is about these. They really works for me. They work very well. So I will check my comments in a minute and I'm gonna get busy here. I got to try to I'm working on doing some backtracking because I am doing feathers in this quilt. And I know my backtracking is not super good. And I love doing this. I had to clean my machine out too, y'all. Oh my goodness. Excuse me a minute, y'all. Just a minute. Just a minute. This is Ellen. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was very important. And they called me in the middle of my live, y'all. I do apologize. Thank y'all for being with me. Okay, had nobody new come in yet. Miss Smith said, Judy Smith said, I am machine quilting as well, but not feathers. Oh, you gotta try it. It is so easy. Once I figure out how to do it, I start off using quilting rulers and I draw my design, which I kind of showed it in a few videos. I draw my design. I don't know if you can see this from here. You see this marking? Can you see that? You can barely see this little curve mark, and I go ahead and draw my markings on the quilt using water soluble or heat soluble, which are erasure markings. And I also draw lines like this line here, go straight up and down. Ooh, I can't zoom in, but it's a line here as a registration or a reference line to don't pass that line. You have to respect that line and bring your featherings or your curves all the way to that line. And then when you come back, you do your seam and go back up and come past that line and come back, laying in the top of the next feather. Just touch it. Don't go across it and come on back. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hi, the Confident Quilters. Hello and welcome. Gladys Paul. Hello, everyone, she says. Hi. So just give it a try. I'm enjoying this, and I did have to stop, and I got that vein put in. And with this minky, trying to quilt it right like it's supposed to go is pretty kind of hard a little bit. You have to hold your project and make sure you can move it like you need to move it and keep it flat at the same time. Ooh. Um, I'm checking for my distance. I always check for my distance in between the marked out section to make sure I have enough space to make either longer feathers, fatter feathers, or do I need to make shorter feathers? I don't know if anybody explained that to y'all before, but I have a registration line right in here. If you can see it, you might have to screenshot it or something and blow it up bigger and look at it later. But I have a seam line here and I have a seam line here. They're registration lines. That means when I get here, I have to make my feathers smaller. So I have half of the section for this side and the other half for this side gonna be on this vine line. It's very important not to cross your lines, and I really can't express it enough. Um, and this minky fabric, oh, it slows everything down doing it like that and gives it a small little drag. But I've been doing it for a while now, getting it done. And I have something else I want to talk to y'all about, but I don't think I can really talk about it and sew at the same time. That's me. Wonderful me, y'all. Um, I just pause here. I had a idea to run through my head, and y'all just tell me what y'all think about it. I have a 10 by 30 storage unit where a lot of my sewing stuff is out there. And I was wondering, do y'all think would it be a good idea if I went out there to my unit and rearrange everything using maybe some pallet racks because that thing is tall? If I use some pallet racks, I can literally store boxes and boxes on that pallet rack and maybe a few other items too because a pallet rack is high tall. And I'm thinking it have about 10 feet of space go up. Um, but the reason for doing it all, I was thinking of moving my sewing and quilting and stuff to the storage unit, which I have showed y'all pictures and explained about might be 4 years ago now, where I have these two great big old 7 foot tall filing cabinets. And in the filing cabinets, I told y'all I wanted to arrange my fabrics, my patterns, and cutting tools and stuff to put in this filing cabinet. And at the top of the filing cabinet, it had in, and then and that's the drawers I want, and my quilt books and my quilting information. I wanted to file them in those. I have two of those cabinets, and it's they might be 5 foot wide, y'all. They big and heavy, and I moved them by myself. Um, Once I can get things set up and organized, I want to be able to take my machine here and have space for doing panographs on the back of my machine. Now mm, I do have this here laser light, and I might have showed this to y'all one time before. And I'm just now discovering that this goes on to the back side of the machine. And it all came into the box when I got my machine. Everything was in the box. And I haven't plugged it up to use it, but I did get a second laser pen in case I have to use that laser pen as well. So give me a little feedback on that if y'all will. What y'all think? Do you think it'll be a good idea? Because I know when it get cold, it probably gonna be cold out there, and I won't be able to access my quilting like I want to because of the snow and ice and stuff. But just give me some feedback because I can also make arrangements for when it's cold and snow and ice season. I can bring the table and the big machine back here. Let it stay in the house with me if I'm still here. Um, Let me see. Let me know. Give me some feedback on that, please. Hi, mm, suburban, mm, suburban gardener. Is that Sabrina Suburban Garden? She said, "Good afternoon, everyone. Hello and welcome in. Welcome, welcome. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I have glaucoma and I'm struggling to see that little writing. And some of it I can make it out and some of it I can't. Looking good on your feathers." Oh, thank you, June. Thank you. Sabrina said, "Good." Okay, I read that. Okay. I like it when everybody is so happy and friendly to one another. Keep your machine where it is. so you can keep working on your gifts. Thank you, June. Um, that's some feedback. I was asking for feedback, so if it, I would like to hear everybody's ideal or opinion because I do have a lot of fabric and stuff in storage, but I just haven't had the time to go out there and adjust things around to where I can know where I have things at and just go get what I want and come on back. I have tapestry fabric. I have just a lot of different stuff, y'all. And I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to get it because if off by making kits that I would send to teenagers and stuff like that, so to help them to start sewing and learn how to sew. And after I got sick with the C word, I haven't been able to get back into doing that. That's one of the reason I had purchased a Quilt Go machine. And at my stage now, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for the next level. I need the electric thing where I can mash the button and go and get this stuff done. But I'm not gonna rush myself with that either, y'all. I think I'm just gonna continue to reorganize myself and to get things straightened out to where I can continue to help and teach others. Now that I got that out, I'll start back getting some of this done because I want to finish it by week's end. Woo. Okay, I did. I do two at a time and I go back and put my vein in it. And then I have to backtrack and everything. Ooh, I already have my bobbins filled up, ready to go to try to get this done. And trying to backtrack is what slows me down because I have an issue with backtracking. And I think it's more physical than it is anything else because my ability to see, my ability of how I see and what I see affects everything. Mm, all right. Mm. And when I'm down here, y'all can imagine how I sew. And my thread I'm using is a variegated thread, and it's changing colors. Mm. It's changing colors as I go. Okay. Sometimes this feels so good to me. I just go and go and go and huh? Okay, thank you till I run out of thread. Hi, Miss Deb S. the Pug Mama Quilter. Hello, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Um, Miss Deb say, okay. Hi, L Chimes. Hello and welcome. She said, hello, everyone. Hoping everybody having a blessed day. Thank you. You have a blessed day too. Um, okay. Hi, is that Martha? Ara said, hello, everyone. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. I'm trying to see, and figure out what it is. I do apologize. Glaucoma over here. Um, okay, the confident quilter Gladys says, hi, Deb. Okay. Okay, I'm caught up, so I'm sew some more. I'm right at the end, y'all. Right at the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up here. Got a little off track. And it helps me if I can see where I come off track it too. And I'm not perfect, y'all. I'm just going as I learn. And I like to share. Mm, now I want to speed up. No, 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 no. Mm, okay. Okay, I put a few stitches in the end to lock in that thread. Mm. Now, I have these little pink fuzz balls. I found them. I have to get my little tweezer or something to get them. But now I'm going to the next side. And y'all can see I have this from the back, the minky. Which makes me want to use something different next time. The red and gold quilt that I showed and posted in the community section and maybe on Facebook in another show, I ripped it apart. I ripped it apart and took out that red I had in it, kind of centering the centerpiece. I took that out and I'm gonna just redo it and just sew it together and leave the red out and see how that look. If it look better, I will be quilting that machine. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm just full of good news today, ain't it? Just a minute. This, I'm gonna put that quilt on the cutie frame using the Qnique 15R to quilt it up. Now, I just got this ruler in the mail maybe a day or two ago. And I did share a picture of it on YouTube community page. I think I did. And I laid it on top of this quilt here, matter of fact. But this is one amazing ruler. Can y'all see all the details inside this ruler? It got all the 1/4 inch lines for doing a grid quilt design. And then it have the squares on this end for doing a grid design with squares. And you just measured it any way you go, any way you go. And look like it have the 45-degree lines on it that you can catch. Like if you want to create a design sort of like, can you see how this grid part made and then it go into like a Y to separate a block like the have square triangles where you have like 4 different triangles you put together to make a square block. Oh, this just awesome to me, y'all. Probably because I'm just now experiencing it, but I sure want to share it with y'all. And this is a Julia Quilt Off ruler. And she do have a website with www.quiltoff.com that you can go to her site. This not a paid commercial or anything. I just love her work. I love her products, her rulers she got out. I just can only get one at a time, okay? One at a time. But I love her work. And if anybody ever want to know me about if I had the choice of winning a teacher or a prize or something on quilting or my experience in quilting, guess what it would be? I would love to have a class with Julia Quilt Off. Julia Quilt Off. I would love to have a class with her. I love her work. I love all of her work. And y'all know that work takes some time. She did a few quilts, quite a few that she shares on her page where she used different rulers. She used a ruler to do bricks. Can y'all imagine taking a ruler like this, doing a brick house on a plain fabric quilt? I mean, it takes your mind to places you ain't never thought to look when you get these kind of rulers. And I'm going to experiment it. I'm going to experiment on paper first, and then I'll take it to a quilt. But I love this kind of stuff, y'all. I got quilt rulers now. Stored in my, I have a little container over here against this picture with the cross on it behind me here. I keep all my rulers in that. And this is going in there too, because right now my sewing station is here, one over there, and I have the quilting station over here. So I'm excited to share this with y'all. Her website is www. Oh my God. Is it Julia or quiltoff.com? I had a card, y'all. I might, ow, ooh. That's just like me. I had a card and now I can't find it. Can't find it at all. But I will. I think I did a community page where I posted that link in the community page. And you can check out my community if it's there. Click on it. Just look at them. You don't have, if you don't want to buy anything, that's your choice. But I love these things, y'all. I love them. They give me a greater opportunity to spread my wings. And since y'all with me, I like for y'all to spread y'all wings too. Okay, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay, I'm going to get back to sewing. I done poked my hand up now. I'm not going to check my bobbin for the fact that I'm going to use all my thread. I have thread and stuff that I do need to cut. Ow! Ooh! I will not be basting with straight pins anymore. It is torture. Oh no, I can't do them anymore. I'm going to use my tag gun, or I'm going to sit down and I'm going to stitch, hand base my quilts with stitches, needle and thread. I love it. I'm just working on these. I thought I can do it quickly, with this. That quickly stuff gets you in trouble. And that's what has happened to me. Okay, wait. Okay, what I'm going to do here is bring my thread. I can cut it with the machine. And I have to bring my thread up so I can catch it. Come on now, little fella. There you go. And this pink minky makes so much length, y'all. It make a lot of length. And I wasn't aware that it was going to do that, but yes, it make a lot. And I have bags and bags of minky that was given to me that I was hoping to do a quilt, use it for a backing on one of these quilts. And I don't think so anymore. That didn't want to come up. But I got them. And I'm starting on a new side. So first thing I do is sew out my spine. And I take off some of this thread. I make sure that's locking in pretty good. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I have to look for that marking line so I can stay on course. Oh, get up off of that. And it has a heavy drag. I'm using 2 layers of 80/20 in it, batting. So she didn't ask me to make this. I'm doing it actually as a surprise. And I got a lot to do kind of ahead of me. I have to finish this, get the binding on it. Actually, I have to finish this, take this machine down, put the my zigzag machine up here and make a label for the back of this. And once I get the label done, then I can put my binding on. And I'm just excited. I want to see how it's going to look when I'm done. And I always make one trip down the spine so everything can lay out flat. And I started on that end, and now I have like this much. I try to smooth in it, move it to the end. So once I get to the end, I can release all that bulkiness or anything else that built up in here. I can release it to the outer side. June Hansen said, okay, she's talking to someone else. to do. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna try to go and finish y'all. And this some beautiful material I have. And if I'm not mistaken, this is some fabric that I found at a thrift store. All pretty and fold up for like $2. $2. And I wound up cutting it, trimming it up and stuff to get it as large as I wanted it, which is at least a yard or a little over a yard. But since it's gonna be a newborn baby, I said a yard would be nice because then the baby will have some growing space for it. And then once the baby get big too, um, it can still be used as a throw or something for the baby to cover up with. By then she'll be a little toddler, a little girl, and she'll be able to use it for a long time. And it's homemade. And I also forgot that I found some blankets to go with it, minky blankets. I went to a Dollar General and they got stuff on sale. So I was lucky enough to get, I guess I do talk too much, don't it? I done ran out of thread in my bobbin and I kept sewing. So let me fix that. I knew it was going to run out sometime. I just didn't know when. So always expect the unexpected. Oh, it have thread in here. Why did it skip? Okay, we're going to take this out. I got to check my bob in here. My bob will get to where it don't want to work right and move. I'm finna open it up. These things get lint everywhere. I think I see where something is gonna be for me, and I need a card, a business card or something. Okay, I don't have a business card, but this little card will do. I'm just gonna run it through here on my bobbin. There you go. See, run it through there till that tail pops out, and it'll get out any length or anything. Can you see that a little closer? Well, there you go. It just cleans out lint to keep it from, stopping your thread from coming, or it just helps cleans that out. Now I can pop my thread back in. Let's see how it go. Whoa. Okay, this is not. It's slipping. Let me take it out again. Something has got it doing that. Take it out. Let me try this. Righty tighty, left is Lucy. I want some Lucy. Mm. Let me see, can I find something else, y'all? Oh, excuse me a minute. Excuse me. Let me sorry about that, y'all. I'm sorry. My oh my goodness. This the lady calling me back again, y'all. Let me pause y'all again. I do apologize. Sorry about that, guys. I had to take that phone call. That was the lady calling me back. And she said I would be approved for assistance. So I'm like, thank God. I don't have to stress right now about worrying about moving out or living in a box or just whatever the case might be. I can kind of calm down a little bit because I'm going to tell y'all, living north here, rent has skyrocketed. When I first came to Indiana about going on 6 years ago, rent was like five something for a 2 bedroom apartment. They didn't count the basement. The basement don't include, but it was like five something, and then it went from now from five something to right at $1,000 a month. And I'm telling y'all this now because of the interruption with the phone calls. And that's why they were so important that I answered them with you have now high rent, and then you have high utilities, which is light, water, gas, and sewage. all of that is included, and you have to pay those utilities in order to continue to live where you live. And I was letting everybody know, this is strenuous on me because I ain't never experienced nothing like that. It costs more to live these days than what you actually have coming in or what you get. And I wasn't finna put myself through that. And I'm still thinking once my lease is up, I still need to do something different because who really can relax living above your means? I can't. I can't do it. And I won't do it long, put it that way. If I can get to the end of this lease, then I'm done. I go live in my shoebox, my van, whatever I have to. Because if I live in my van, I ain't got to pay rent. I ain't got to pay light. I might have to buy gas. Oh, I I don't have to pay rent. I won't have to pay light. I won't have to pay sewage. I won't have to pay uh excuse me. I won't have to pay too much to cook, but I will be able to cook because I can make a fire where it's permitted and I can cook on a fire. But I also have a butane stove where I can cook on that butane stove. And I have small dorm refrigerators, which I have two of them that once I take with me, I'll be good to go. I have a generator. It's a 12 1200. No, that's a 1500 watt generator, and it's portable. And only thing I have did was open it up and took it out the box. I still have the box. But in other words, I've been making plans to always keep a roof over my head, even though if I don't like what kind of roof, I still will have some kind of way to survive. I even have a tent. I ain't never set up a camping tent a day in my life, but I have one. I also have a bazaar or event tent. I have two of the smaller ones, and I have a double one for quilting and stuff. And I said I will take that with me wherever I go. When I need to sew, I'll pop up my tent, put the walls and stuff on it, and I can set me and my machines outside and sew. And it kind of bothers me in a way that I won't have the roof, the kind of roof that I always dreamed of having. But as long as I have a roof, medical treatment, a way to survive, food to eat, I'll be fine. I have I have a bucket, a porta potty bucket thing that I can use to do my business, okay? And that will be done in a tidy way, okay? And I'm sharing this with y'all because everybody that comes into my stream, that y'all participating and watching me want to know how I'm doing and how I'm surviving in case you're having the same issues or the same troubles. And I don't mind sharing with somebody when I have a problem. I don't mind sharing with somebody when I can help somebody else. I don't mind sharing. I don't mind talking. I don't mind telling because I know my life ain't no secret. Actually, ain't nobody life a secret because these days, anywhere you go, if you own a cell phone, you don't have any secrets. Something is listening to you in every word you say because you can say, well, I need some bleach from the store. And all of a sudden your cell phone pop up. Family Dollar have bleach on sale and get $5 off when you spend $25 or something like that. And you be like, what? I know this phone just didn't do that by itself. That's because it's listening to you. AI is smart. They're using AI everywhere these days. So the things you don't want nobody to know, leave your phone at home. Let me see, can I get this going off? that way. It seemed like something keep getting stuck. What's sticking my? Uh-uh. Okay, y'all. Somebody said, "Oh, you ain't gonna finish this quilt today." And I think it's catching inside this side piece here. Um, I have a tool and it's not in here. I have to get the senior case out. Mm. Oh, I took the feed dogs out of my zigzag machine. Here it is. Here it is. I forgot I even did, y'all. Okay, I found this little tool here where I can use like a screwdriver or a flathead something. And I'm going to see, can I use this? If I can see this little old thing. Righty tighty, left is loose. Oop, that's probably not enough. And I think this end is too big. Yeah, got to go back to the small end. And this is a senior tool. You know what? Oh, I was turning it the wrong way. Let's try it again. I didn't put it in there right. Okay. Um, um, it goes to this side. Okay, get in there. No, uh-uh. I must have tightened that up or something. Okay, I'm gonna have to work with this a minute, y'all, and I cannot um put it back on my quilt project here until I have tested my stitches. So I'm just gonna lay that all out the way to one side. And these little pieces here go to my senior 2404 Merit sewing machine. And I put it in the shop. But the man called me back to tell me that that machine was no good. It wouldn't do no good for him to fix it when other interior parts need to be replaced. And I almost cried like a baby. I almost cried, but I said, you know what? You got to let go. I said, okay, well, thank you. I pick it up and I just keep it as a souvenir. Because when I started back to sewing, that was my sewing machine. No, that's too much. Let me tighten that back up. It's something else going on here. I'm uh, I'm a look. Okay, it's in place, and that ain't gonna make a good stitch, not at all. So what I'm gonna do this time? My thread is not feeding through nicely. like it should. So I'm gonna slide some things around and take out my Juki box. Ooh, wait. Oh no, I just got you. I don't want to break you. This is the small box I marked for Juki. All my Juki stuff go in here. So let me see. I have, I don't know what this goes on. This is like a zipper foot, and I don't remember why I stuck it in here or how do I'm supposed to attach it. But I have some stuff in here, so let me see, can I find what I need? And it's okay. I even got a ruler quilting foot in here. Uh, and I have a couple extra of the free motion quilting foot, the metal for Juki. I have 2 still brand new in the pack, and I paid good money for these things. And I don't really think I need all of them. But why I did it is because when I first started quilting and sewing, I had experience where one of my foot I had broke on me. So I said, oh, I got to fix this. Anything else break, I need to be able to keep moving. And that's why I have extras. Okay, this is a zipper foot too. Y'all know I thought I had the spring, bobbin spring in here. That's my 1/4 inch foot, come with the kit. And it's not in the box. I need to put some of these attachments back in the pack here. I have sewing needles. Ooh, straight pins. They can stay by themselves. Them straight pins be tearing me up, y'all. And I guess this is the little darning foot with the hole in the center here. Slides on. You know what? I'll figure that out another time. Right now, I need to put these in here where I can get more out of this box. More space. I don't know what I'm going to do. Look like I'm going to have to put things away. I know I ain't used that foot that much. But that's the walking foot. Look like I'm going to have to replace that too. That's what happened. You wait to go live, and once you go live, everything goes wrong. But it's not wrong. This is a part of sewing and quilting. It's just a part of sewing and quilting. And let me try some oil since I can't figure out what's going on with the thing. Just a little oil. Ooh. Where's my brush? There's my brush. Okay. Let me try it now, because that might be my problem. I am missing. Okay, that's okay. The oil came straight through the bobbin house and into my hand. So let's put this here. And this gonna tell me, is it the bobbin or is it the side piece on it? Ooh. It's still doing that jerky mode. And it's very tight. Which, take it out again. See, it's that tail. Now I know I ain't about to let no little old bobbin get me down. I might raise a little bit of thread here. Okay. I'm gonna do a small turn. And it's two screws here. And I want to make sure I'm getting the right one. Just a small turn. It goes that way. Come around. Mm. Oh my, y'all. This is not working for me anymore. Okay. It's just not working. Not doing it. Look how I'm doing that. That is just not going to work. It's not supposed to stand up and spin like that. It's supposed to stay in your hand, stand up, and let the, like that, and the thread flow freely. But this is not budging. And I can pull on it. Y'all see that? Mm? I got to spin then, but that's still too tight. So let me see. I haven't had a chance to check these right here, the tools right here, to see what they fit my black senior over here on this side. And if they do, I'm probably gonna have to finish this quilt on that machine and give this one a break for now. I will definitely come back, clean it up, turn it over, open the bottom, and make sure everything is clean out. Um, I also use a bristle toothbrush with the soft bristles on it, not the big rubber things, just the small bristles. And I can use those to clean out tight spots and stuff too. And I might have to give it a good cleaning and come back and see with it sew right for me again. The thing is, I've been having this Juki a long time. I've been here going on 6 years now, and I got it in Mississippi. So I'm almost at 10 years, 10 years, or right at 10 years of having it. And I will see. I always try hard to keep it clean out, take it in for servicing where the tight spots that I can't get, the machine specialist can get it. But don't get me wrong, I ain't too scared to open it up. I will open it up if I have to. When I purchased this machine costed some good money, y'all. Good money. I mean, very expensive. I'm thinking it was $9.97 or something like that. And they're a good machine, good strong workhorse machine. I'm put the top back on this oil. And I guess I'm gonna sit here and chat a minute and then I'll let y'all go. Because ain't no more I can do right now. The machine up. Unless I'm gonna take it apart. And I recently had this part off. But it's not this part, it's the bobbin. It's the bobbin outside over here. And something tells me I better put the bobbin back in the machine, even though it don't want to work. You know what? Let me try another bobbin too. It just dawned on me that this bobbin might have an issue. So don't y'all forget, when y'all checking y'all machine out and you having problem with your bobbin, try another bobbin in case that might be a sign telling you that that bobbin has an issue. Oh, look at there. It's the bobbin. Oh my goodness. It's the bobbin. So guess what? Y'all better remember that one. It's the bobbin itself. Okay, I'm gonna have to buckle down like and get me some bobbins from somewhere. I ain't know what to think. Had me there for a minute. Had me there. Is that up? Oh, I'm holding it too tight. Now it want to play with me. Y'all, I'm laughing at my own self. The reason I can't get the bobbin thread up because I need to thread the needle. Shh, we ain't gonna tell nobody. That's something serious when you can't see. Oh my goodness. This got a little knot in it, so I cut that knot out. Let that back down. This gonna take me a whole couple of minutes here. I have to feel the needle. No. I cannot see. Oh, I got it. Yay. I can't see the hole. So I have to feel for it. If I can feel where the needle is, I play around a little bit and most likely I eventually gets it. Now I need the tweezers. Okay. And while I'm doing that, go ahead and get that bobbin thread to the top. Yay! And I just bring them all under this quilting foot. Oh, but it's so short. Let me see if I catch a hold to it and yay! I'm back at it. I'm back at it. Uh, let me see. Before I go put the quilt on there, let me make sure my they gonna sew right. Oh no. That's why it's important right here, y'all, to check before you start sewing on your project. See that bird nest? L time said, LOL, Miss Ellen. Let me get a little closer. I learned the automatic needle threader 2 weeks after I got my Juki. Learned yesterday to oil the bobbin case after each full use of the bobbin. My third one, and I just learned that. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I got this needle threader on my machine, but I haven't used it not once because I don't know how. I tried to learn how to use it, and the videos I watched, they wrapping them threads so many. Look, if I could use that, I would love to use this to thread my needle. Look at there. Just go straight on in there. Straight on in there. And I would love to learn how to use it. The way mine is done look like it's feeding the thread from the inside to the out, but when I threaded it, I put the needle threaded through it and the thread draws in from the outside to the inside. And it's been sewing great for me. Weird though. I didn't know it could do that. But it's been sewing great. I love to learn how to use that needle threader. But I was showing y'all. Let me see, did I miss anybody else comment? Ellen, L time. Congratulations, Miss Ellen. That's a true blessing. Thank you, thank you. Yes, it is. Um, who is that? Claudette Hall said, I'm so happy for you, Miss Ellen. Hello and welcome in. Welcome, Claudette. I'm glad to have you here today. And Miss Deb says, bye, June. Okay. June must have left. Take care, June. Okay. Thank you for coming in, June. Ren, try another bobbin. Yes, you was awesome. You was on point. Try another bobbin. Hi, Dora Camarina. Say hi, Miss Ellen. Just got on. How are you feeling? I feel a lot better today. I was feeling pretty bad a couple days ago. I've been taking some new antibiotics now. Come to find out, it wasn't a virus. It's a bacteria, sinus bacteria infection. And I'm so tired of catching sinus bacteria infection. So I just made a point now to myself. Anytime I'm talking to anybody, just keep a mask on my face. Protect me. I ain't got to tell nobody else how to live or how they gonna do it. I'm gonna protect me. So, it don't matter who I meet or where I go. I can meet little children on the bus or something. If one sneezes, I ain't got to worry about my sinus getting infected. That's an awful pain, y'all. My sinus got infected with this bacteria infection. Then I had fluid in my ears to where my head is pounding and hurting so bad. And yet I'm taking Tylenols trying to push through it. But then I thought of my health, saying, look, I can't be taking these Tylenols like that. I already have cysts, one on each kidney. And my doctor said if one of those bursts or erupt, then I have a problem. So if I already have a problem, I don't want to add another one on top. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to add another one on top of it. So I I stopped. I got to protect me. Can't be taking Tylenols. Um, this little fine thread gets me. Why is it caught? Oh, okay. Now I need that little flat tool. That's the only thing that'll work. Now, the reason I need this tool is because all of my all of my ravels is on the bottom, which the bottom normally signifies a sign with your top tension. And this is the top stitch, and my top stitch is fine. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take my threading apart, and I'm gonna rethread my machine to make sure it's not the top tension that's causing this feed. And if I get it, then I can start back to sewing. If I don't, I have to go back and see, can I readjust this screw on this bobbin here. And it kind of looked like it's back where it was, but okay, right there. That might be too tight. Okay, right there. And it's not going to spin with that little door open. So I have to close that little door. And yeah, it's very nice. Okay, I got that. And now lay this to the side. And sometimes we don't want to rethread, but oh my word, it is up here somewhere. Something is not correct. And I'm about to find out what it is. Okay, I got it free. Now that I have it free, let me rethread. I have to go with the discs. I didn't unthread the little bar here. Once I got everything free, I can go ahead and get it rethreaded. I need this little tool once again and concentrate and feel for it. It's terrible when you're trying to do this and it takes so many tries. I remember one time I was going through something like this where I just couldn't see how to thread the machine. I cried. But then after I got through crying, I came back down here and said, I'm going to play with it until I get it threaded. Oh, that's not. I can feel it when I poke my finger. And that's not it. That's it. Come on. Yay! Got it through there now to get this threaded up. It's not easy, y'all. Especially when you can't see. Ooh, catch. You can see bigger stuff better than you can little small stuff like this thread. This thread is no joke. It's 40 weight thread. 40 weight, and I have a problem seeing it a lot of the times. That's why I have these tweezers here, and they are a big set of tweezers. And I just use them to catch small ends and stuff to kind of help make it a little better and simple for me. And I can't put it back in there until I open this secure. It holds it in there, won't let it come out on you. And look like I'll be sewing again in a minute. I'm hoping I figure out what was wrong. Oh my mercy. Oh, they're coming through the other. Y'all excuse me a minute. I'm sorry, baby. I can't talk right now. I'm on a live video. How y'all doing?
We're doing all right. We was at the phone company trying to see. They got an iPhone 13.
What?
So we'll be paying the same amount. We'll be paying like $35 a month. But if you want the new phone, it's $50 for the new phone, which is an upgrade than what you got, and then $25 activation fee. But I wanted to make sure that was cool before I switched both of our numbers to new phones.
Oh, okay. So that'll be like 75.
Yeah, but then our bill will still be the same 30. It'll be
35.
35 or $37 a month.
Okay, so how much I owe you? That'll be 100 and what?
We just paying our phone bill, ain't it?
Yeah.
We do ours at the end of the month. No, but they're gonna be $90. I need to do all four because then. Okay, I told them I was gonna come back over here tomorrow. I'm gonna call and see because we just paid our phone bill, didn't we?
Yep.
Let me see.
And I want it though. Hey, baby girl, how you doing? I'm sorry, y'all. Give me a minute. I know y'all hear me.
Okay. Well, you text me when you get done.
Okay, I sure will.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Well, y'all, that's my niece. And she working on upgrading our phones. And they got a deal on the 13th, so the iPhone 13. And I had the iPhone 11 and I downgraded to an 8. And now I got a chance to upgrade to a 13. So If it's possible, I want it. Okay, here I go. Try these. Try to see if it's stitching better. Oh, oh, it's so beautiful. Let me check the back. My stitches on top is beautiful, y'all. And the stitches on the back on this side here, they're beautiful too. You can barely see it because it's like white and let me get a little closer. There you go. See the difference? It was that bobbin. Um, there's always sending. Oh, is that a run? Let me stop. Welcome in, Run. Hello. It said that's always something going around. Yes, it is. I love that too. All right. L Chime said you gotta press the needle up and down button. Um, you know what? I just looked over there and realized it do have an up and down button. I don't never use that button. Never ever. But thank you for reminding me. I sure appreciate that, L Times. Thank you. Now it's on. I'm gonna get it back under the machine so I can get some more of this done. And it kind of stopped. Let me see where oh, I was to the end. Well, almost. I don't like starting back in the same spot. I come back about an inch. And I got to get this thread to the top. And there it is. Ooh, that must be a short tail. Come on now. Okay, it's short. It locks in from the bottom, so let me get it back down. Oops, wait a minute. Yes, it's a short tail. So before I start, okay, now I can move my feet. I had to get this tail out some more so I can hold on to it. Drop my needle back down. There I am. I used the button. Thank you. It works like a charm. Get these gloves on so I can control what I'm doing here. I do have a tripod. That's not right, is it? One of the stands. I have the tall one. I have to find it and get it out so I can maybe do a live from my cell phone, do a vertical live. And if I can zoom in, like get it over my shoulder where I can point it towards this and zoom in, y'all will get a chance to see my work and stuff a little bit closer. And it's not perfect. I just like sharing what I do. So let me get in here and get this locked in. It's flying now. Before I go any further, let me cut these threads because I got to come back and put my feathers in. Got it. And I do apologize. It took me a minute here to figure this thing out. and I'm using guidelines, and I always have to be sure, to watch my guidelines. Mm. And that's that open edge, right on the edge. I'm sewing down some, because no matter what side I'm working from, I don't want my quilting foot to go under that edge and get locked in, sewed down. If anybody ever experienced that, you know what I'm talking about. Oop, and I almost did it. Okay. I'm very close to finishing this up. And I keep coming off that edge. Oh my goodness. I just want it to be beautiful. Oh wow. Look at all of this. This is from the Minky. See under my nail there? I'm getting a lot of that. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna get this on sold out, and I'm gonna handle this thing today, okay? If it don't handle me first. Oh my, no, 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 that's not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Back through here. It looked like everything laying down fine. I'm just panicking probably for nothing. Maybe y'all can see some of this on the back. Can y'all see these stitches? This what I'm doing. And oh, it got a little weight to it though, but it got the minky back, but you can see the white thread. That's not white. It's like a beige in the bobbin. Okay. Y'all probably could see that side a little bit more better. Now, if I can just finish this project without poking myself anymore with a straight pen. Okay, I got my stem sewed down. Now I'm about to begin. No, I'm not. Not right this minute. I want to get this bobbin up. Even though I'm starting where it would probably show on the outer side. And my bobbin tail is so short. There you go. All right. I'm using that button. I got to practice with that button. All right. Thread pops up. And all of this is a part of quilting. Even the come on now. When I start off, I leave my tail in here until I get my bottom area started off. I start on this side and then I start on that side. But once I get both sides started, I choose one and I stick with it and go all the way down. Then I come back, and when I come back, I go up the other side. But I'm just gonna go and do one side now, and that will also help me with my backtracking. Now I go back up the outer edge of this feather. Whoa, I'm too far. Do my thing, come back, backtrack again to make the next one. Come up the outer edge again. Okay, I'm about to turn this off. I'm in one of the curves like this, one of the curves like this, and I'm about to turn it. Hmm? This machine likes sewing fast. Seem like I get better stitches when I keep it idle. Okay, now I have to pay closer attention to what I'm doing because I'm coming into one of the spaces that is smaller where I have to make my feathers a little bit smaller. And I'm also doing the spines as I go, or the stem inside the feather. Then backtrack back on the stitch and come back around, trying to make that half a heart shape. In order for me to see it better, I have to get a little closer to this. And continue to move forward. My backtracking is what I have to work on the most. but I'm not giving up. And anybody that chooses this can do it. A lot of times I call this my exercise. And I have had issues with my shoulders. Okay, I have this to finish out, and I have one more row to do, and then I'll be done with this quilt. I don't actually know how long I've been on, but I'm going to thank each and every one of y'all for coming out to be with me, to watch, talk me through it, give me some advice. I do appreciate it very much. Thank you for being here. I love y'all all. You stay blessed because I could not do it without each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Let me tell you a little bit back on me. I started this channel to have a way to save information on quilting as I learned through the years. I've been sewing and quilting for over 50 years. And the reason I said 50 years because I started when I was about 8 years old. And my mother was a quilter and she did everything by hand. At that time, we didn't have sewing machines. There was some made and out in the market or on the secondhand market, but we couldn't afford to get it at the time. And seasons comes and season goes. It's like we go through a good spell, a bad spell, and soon as I was able to join junior high, take up home economics, I took home economics because I knew my mother was a sewer and a quilter. Well, she didn't make clothes, but I knew she loved to piece quilts and stuff like that. And that interested me because my mama was interested in it. And when I was little, from a small age, I begged my mama, please let me help you to make quilts. I want to learn. I want to do it. I help you. And you can make a ton of them. As a child, that was me. And she said, well, okay, baby, I'll show you how to do it. I'll teach you. So I learned to hand quilt before I started machine quilting. And I could quilt straight lines in quilts, straight lines. And I did it and I loved it. I used to use our dinner table to and two poles. My mama had somebody go out in the woods and cut her two trees down, and you know how they trim and carve on them trees to get them round like a dowel or a stick or something. And we used those two, I call them two sticks, to sandwich our quilts pretty much. And a lot of our quilting was done with cotton that was freshly ginned from a gin. So it was clean, washed, pure cotton. And we could get like a big bag for like $20. And at that time, my mama was on a fixed income. She couldn't afford to get it. And long after I was in high school, I got married at the age of 16. 16, y'all. I got married at the age of 16, and my husband had a job. He was working, so he would give me, some money to do stuff with sometime. And I just said, well, I'm going to get you a bag of this cotton to quilt with since we got all these tops and stuff made up. And I did so and wind up quilting them up. I used to go to my mama house like every day after I got married after school. because I was 16 years old, but I still wanted to stay in school. I told my husband, look, I want to finish school. I want to get my high school diploma. I said, and I don't really want to get pregnant right now until I can finish high school. He agreed and I agreed, and then it didn't turn out like that. But I still wind up finishing anyway with a GED. And I had to go and take tests and stuff to see where I was weak at. And I understood the process and I remember what I need to study, like down to the wire. I remember. I remember. My memory has always been very well. Um, I could take exams. If I'm studying for that exams, I remember everything that I took in and how it was supposed to be done. I was pretty good in school to where I was exempted from a few of my classes. I didn't have to take the final exam. And that just encouraged me to keep going, to keep studying, to keep learning. But then all of a sudden I got pregnant. And once I got pregnant, I was sick with that pregnancy, like the whole 9 months. The whole 9 months. And it made me think, who wanna do this again? But I did do it again. I have 3 children, all girls, they all grown, and I love them all. We communicate every day or every other day. And I have one of my daughters that interested in sewing now. The rest of them like it, but they don't want to do it. I have one that no, I have 2 of them that crochets, and the other one just don't do anything like that. The other one is more of an office person. She like filing, keeping documents and stuff like that. And matter of fact, she was the one that helped me keep my bills in order as a young teenager. And I was like, okay, I allowed them to do certain stuff so they can learn from it. But back to the sewing and stuff. When I was okay, I learned how to sew by hand when I was 8. And then when I took home economics, my mama went out and bought one of the black senior sewing machines that I showed y'all on my channel. Um, Not the throttle, but the black. I don't know if this a 66 or a 27 or what on it, where you can put it in reverse or you can lower stitch um, length you want to keep the feed dogs from moving real big. And that's the one I had repurposed. I had it redone, completely redone, and it was like 3 something to get it all done. But it's a perfectly good work machine now. And I love those kind of machine because my first machine was a sewing machine like that. And I continued to sew and piece quilts for my mother. She would bring me difficult patterns and stuff, and she would show me how to go together. And then I would have to sit and think about what I was doing because some of those was Y seams. And I didn't really realize it was a Y seam, but I kind of took my knowledge for making clothing and integrated it into making quilts. And the difference in the whole thing is for making clothing, your seam allowance could be a 5/8 seam allowance. And most of my seam was a 5/8. But doing quilting, you have that 1/4 seam allowance, that 1/4 inch, and you have to stick to it if your pattern gonna come out right. And that was eye-opening for me to learn. And I really had to sit down once, and take my time and practice that 1/4 inch seam because I was helping her piece and I didn't understand the depth of the seam, but I knew it wasn't a big seam. And I stuck with that and it worked out pretty good. She made a lot of quilts. Even after I was married and grown with 3 children, I moved to Indiana and stayed about 3 years, and I used to make quilt tops, and I would mail them home to my mom. I made you a quilt top for Easter or for Valentine's Day. It is something for you to work on, have to do while until I can come home to visit. I loved doing stuff for my mom, y'all. I really did. My mom and my dad, they was elderly in age when I got big enough or grown to know what was going on, because I wind up being in control of the house, helping them to do stuff because they was elderly. My father passed away at 90 some years old, very close to 100, matter of fact. And my mama passed away at the age of 83, I think. 83. And my mom did not go in a nursing home. My father passed away at home, and my mother passed away in a hospital knowing she had contracted an infection some kind of way. I don't know if it was through the urine or what, but she had got infected and it became septic, and she passed away. I got to talk to her. I got to love on her and hug on her. I let her know I loved her. She knew I was there. I was trying to do everything I can for her. And, I can only do so much. I'm human. But I do believe in the power of prayer. The power of prayer can heal people. The power of prayer can change lives. The power of prayer can break change. The power of prayer can break curses too. And I strongly and firmly believe it. And I will always believe in God because I know what He done brought me through. I witness to y'all sometime, letting y'all know how where the area I used to live has a small river run through my property where snakes, all kind of snakes used to come up in the yard. We would have rattlesnakes, we would have black cottonmouth, which is moccasins, and they are very deadly and poisonous snakes. And God kept me through that when I could not see. I even had snakes come into the house with me, crawl up on my bed and went over behind my bed and shedded its skin about 3 months under there, and then it come out, and my husband wound up killing it, getting it out the house. Um, but that's just a little my testimony on where I come from to where I'm at now. And I know it's nobody but God that kept me because I was blind, 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 blind. And when that snake crawled upside the bed behind me, I saw the snake through with the moonlight. I'm sorry. I saw the snake coming up by the moonlight, and I couldn't get out the bed, so I still, because if I moved, I knew it was gonna bite me. So I covered my head up and I laid there saying, Jesus, 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 Jesus. I sung it over and over and over. I just sang Jesus, okay? I sung the word Jesus because I was really scared. I sung it so much to when I fell asleep. I fell asleep, y'all. And when I didn't feel nothing cold around me. I'm being still. And my husband got out the bed first, and when he got out the bed, I threw the cover back and I jumped out of that bed. And once I jumped out, I said, "Thank you, Jesus." Thank you, Jesus. But y'all know, after all of that, I had forgot that snake was in that house. I forgot that snake was in this house. My granddaughter came to visit me, and she's a little old girl, about 1 year old, and she was trying to crawl under my bed to get some shoes. And I said, don't go in that bed. There's a snake under that bed. All of a sudden, I remember it was a snake under there. But I'm dragging this on, y'all. In the end, it got killed and taken out the house. But I was just letting y'all know some of my testimony and some of my history. I thank you for being here with me. Y'all do have a blessed rest of y'all day. I'm not going to keep y'all any longer. I love y'all. Stay blessed. Bye. I really enjoyed talking with y'all. Have a good rest of your afternoon. Bye now.